MMA scraps is why most shows tap out then cry. We the ones like them now at the end of the bout with our hands to the.
Paul Daley was playing a lot of the mental games. It seemed like, and I was very surprised at this, obviously matured to the point where you really, if it got to you, it was very difficult to tell. Like, you really were very poker faced about the whole situation. Can you kind of tell us, now that it's over, did any of that stuff even mildly kind of upset you or annoy you or anything?
Nah, man. I had bigger problems than that going into this fight than Paul Daley. So, I wasn't even really too focused on anything he did. I was worried about my training and just focused on myself, and just trying to, get my own personal life back in order to, get a victory in this fight. Coming into this fight, like I said, I had a lot of personal issues going on outside of training, outside of the cage, and a lot of distractions. And this was by far one of the toughest things that I've ever had to go through to get to this fight. And to be honest with you, I mentally, wanted to pull out. My managers, wanted to pull me out, and I said, let's just do this, let's just fight and get the victory, because all we have to do is stick to the game plan, wrestle him, and get him down and keep him down and win the fight.
That was smart.
That's really interesting. Yeah. Well, that, of course, the thing about it is if you would have gone through the fight and it didn't go your way for some reason, you would have been like, damn, I maybe shouldn't have done that, but no one else would care. They would just say, well, that's just an excuse.
Yeah, of course. And if you notice, in any time in my career, I've never made excuses. I've always said, I'll fight anybody, anytime, any place, and I've done that. And maybe I shouldn't have done that sometimes, but because I took an accidental loss or got beat, and hey, that's part of it. That's part of the game and part of making money, part of building yourself. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to I love to fight. It's one of the only things that really makes me happy. So I get in there and I fight. It's injured, sick, whatever you have that day. One of the things I've learned from Edinburgh wrestling days is, whatever you have that day, you got to find a way to win with, and that's how my mentality was going into this fight.
That was a big fight. Of course, Paul Daley now is no longer with the UFC because of his antics afterwards. But I have to ask you, I'd be remiss if I didn't. What was the deal with the knee, man? I mean, a lot of people have slow motion that knee back and forth, time and time again, and a lot of people say that you didn't get hit with it. I got hit with the knee, right? If you watch the video, I actually watched the fight, and I don't really usually watch any of the fights, my own personal fights, but I watched the fight. If you look at the video, as soon as before the knee, there's not a red dot on the top of my forehead. After it, there's a bloody spot right on the top of my forehead. He did knee me in the head, and hey, it's part of the game. If he's gonna knee you might as well take the point and try to get the point and win the round. Definitely,